few weeks ago, my life completely changed. All my plans I had for this life vanished, and now I'm on to living a life I have never seen myself in. But let me explain. My mom had a horse, so I basically grew up around him. When I got old enough, I got my first pony, Chetan. He's the one who taught me what it really means to own a horse, and with him, I developed my classic dressage riding skills. I even went on a horse show once, but honestly, I hated it. People were making fun of each other, the pressure was intense, and I just couldn't enjoy it at all. And I got frustrated so really quick. And then after a lesson, I saw someone jumping, and it looked amazing. And I knew I had to try it. My grandpa even built me some little cavalettis for me to practice and try it out with. And after my very first jump, I was hooked. And I knew I wanted to learn show jumping. But before that, I actually stopped riding for a while. Chetan was already old when I got him, and of course he wasn't getting any younger. So I didn't have a horse to ride anymore. Technically, my mom's horse was still around, but he was a total menace and way too dangerous to be handled. But that's the whole story for another time. When I turned 14, my parents surprised me with jumping lessons using a lessons horse. They paired me with an Arabian cross named David. At first it was really nice and I was excited to be back in the saddle. I actually started getting more into horses again, partly because of my mom's problem horse. Dealing with him made me pay more attention to how horses should be treated and should look like. That's when I really started to realize how toxic and abusive the barn environment had been. Looking back, I felt bad for David too. He didn't deserve that kind of treatment any more than I did. Over time, I started hating going there. My trainer was honestly just the worst, rude, impatient, and just a So eventually, I quit riding again. Then when I turned 16, my parents gave me a big choice. Did I want a foal? With horse prices going up, affording a well-trained, healthy horse just wasn't realistic anymore. So I agreed. Why not start from the complete beginning? After a lot of searching and checking out different foals, we ended up finding my girl through our neighbor. She had the most amazing demeanor, and as a bonus, her dad was Dia Continuous, an incredible showjumper.
Ja, frei nach dem Motto, die Null soll stehen bei Heiko Tietze. Und jetzt geht es hin auf die Schlussmeter. Und auch das wird eine Top-Runde. 34er Zeit, eine gute Zeit. Rang Nummer 6 ist es damit geworden für den Hengst aus dem Landgestüt in Celle, Dia Continuous.
We visited her a few times, fell more in love each time, and eventually brought her home. The years flew by, and unfortunately, Chetan passed away. But Arjen and my girl Darcy remained. Darcy went from being this scruffy little 6-month-old foal battling stomach ulcers.
Stomach ulcers.
I don't know. That slowed her growth to an incredible 4-year-old horse. She even healed from an eye damage along the way, giving me and my mom the first time experience of going into a clinic. During this time, through Arjen's issues, my mom discovered natural horsemanship, a whole new way to connecting with horses using body language. And wow, that was a game changer. Darcy and I built such a strong friendship and we had an amazing time working together. I started training her on her saddle, teaching her tricks, working with Liberty, and so much more. Ich bin fertig, wir können aussteigen. Alles gut, alles gut. Ich muss dich rechts überholen. Fast forward to just 2 weeks ago, I went to a composure training with Darcy. Luckily, we had the entire arena to ourselves, which meant I could let her off the lead rope and work with her in Liberty. I was really happy about it since that's where she trusts me the most. If I had her on the lead rope, she would straight up refuse everything she isn't 100% sure about. Don't ask me why that is, I have no clue. That's important for what's about to happen, so bear with me. So we went about our training, doing our own stuff, chilling, doing some Liberty. Right before I was about to sit up and ride the course one last time before calling it the day, Darcy needed to let out some energy. And I guess that turned a lot of heads. Since we were alone in the arena, I just let her move freely and get it all out. She's a young horse, she needs it. What I didn't realize was that a former barn owner from Jorvik was watching us. After a few minutes, I called Darcy back and she surprisingly actually listened because recalling when she has a lot of energy is an actual problem for her. Bist fertig? Junge. Ist ja zum Glück gar nicht peinlich oder so. Gutes Mädchen. So we finished up riding the course, wrapped up the session, and as we were cooling down, the Jorvik barn owner approached me. He started asking a few questions and we ended up chatting for a while. And then, out of nowhere, he asked if I'd be interested in working with a horse that had been abused by the barn's previous trainer. Of course, I went to take a look, and not long after, he offered me a full-time trainer position at the barn. Anyway, that's the story of everything that's happened up until now. As I'm cutting this video, I'm actually about to start getting ready and load up Darcy for our big move from Germany all the way to Jorvik. I'll do my best to document the journey and share as much of it as I can. Once we are settled into our new life, I will definitely give you all an update. Until then, I wish you the best.